Hi, let me explain the appraisal module. In our adaptive, we have two types of appraisal, one-way appraisal and two-way appraisal. One-way appraisal is for the employee, they can do their appraisal for themselves, and if it's a two-way appraisal, once the employee is completed the appraisal form, then the employer have to appraise for the employee. So it's a two-way appraisal. For if you want to do the appraisal, we have to set up the settings first. So it's a one-time setting. Under settings, we have the scoreboard, question group, questionnaires, rating definitions, appraisal template, and appraisal. So these are all the settings we have to do before we have to configure the appraisal module. So first thing, the scoreboard. Based on your company assessment, you can set up your own scoreboard. For example, I just provide my I split the score from 1 to 15 is for my assessment rating is D, 26 to 15 is C, 51 to 75 is B, and 76 to 100 is my assessment rate is A. Then this is my scoreboard. You can create a multiple scoreboard option also. Then the question group, you can create all your question group. So each question group, if you can set up, if you want a note section basis, or you want the rating basis or panel basis, everything, you can add a multiple scoreboard, and you can set up the display order for each question group. In that order only the questions will be displaying based on the group level. So within the question group, you can add multiple questions. So that questions all you have to create under the questionnaires. So if you want to add a new question, you have to choose what type of questions you want to add. Is it a question and answer type, or MCQ type, or HTML type? That means it's an open notepad type. You can type like a paragraph or some description, long description, everything you can type it. Then when this question group, if you want to active or if you want to deactivate, you can active or inactive, you can use this option. And then rating definition. So each questions, you can set up your own ratings for assessment rates. For example, if I put my rating my if I put my rating value to be 3, so 3 rates will be showing here. So as the earlier I set up the some sample here, I can show you. So here, based on my company rating definitions, so I set up my rating value should be 5. So the 5 rows will be adding dynamically. You can set up your own question option. You can set up your rating options here, and so each sections what will be the value 1 2 3 4 5, accordingly you can add it, and their own description you can type here. Then the appraisal template, for company wise, if the appraisal template will be vary for position level. For HR person, it's one set of template. For admin, it's another type of template. For general workers, it may be another type of template. So if you want, you can put multiple template option. So if you want to create a new template, you just by clicking the create new button, you can create the new template name. Then you can choose your all your appraisal and the question group, whatever we created in the settings. So everything will be displayed here. Then each group you can set up the assessment value here. And if it's a project based appraisal, then you have to enable its project option. That's it. And then I just show you an example here. So performance appraisal, this one already I created here. So here, this is my question group. Under the question group, I added this question. So yeah, this question and the assessment value also will be here. So each question, this is a sample. So the value I put here. So each question I put a 10 marks here, like this, for the assessment rate of 100. So I just put it here. Then when I go for the appraisal, so this appraisal, you can create a multiple appraisal for 1 year. It may be 3 months. Some companies standard is 3 months once they do the appraisal. Some companies 6 months once. Most of the companies they do yearly once. So if you want to do it for yearly once, then you can create your appraisal for the period. So you can type like performance appraisal, performance performance appraisal, sorry, yeah, performance appraisal. Then my duration starting from January 1st to period ended is December 31st, and then my reviewing period maybe is on 5th or 31st of December 2021. and my due date. If you want any due date, you can put it your due date, and all the appraisal template whatever we created based on the position as I mentioned, like for HR or for the general workers. So all the template will be listing down here. So then here is your appraisal started. So this appraisal starts from which date or the end date you can set up here. So you can save, you can add, likewise you can add multiple appraisal. And then the appraisal process, like here. So the employee, they have to go to the appraisal process. They have to click create new. Then they can choose what appraisal they want to do. It's a performance appraisal for 2021. Just now I created. Then here I'm the HR. I'm choosing the appraisal, performance appraisal for the HR. Then I choose my name, and then if it's a project, so I can choose my project name. Then I click load. When I click load, all my questions, the section, whenever I choose the assessment for the questions and the question, this is the question group and the questions, so I have to fill up the answers. So once okay, when we submit the, when we fill up this up, when we do the appraisal, so if you want to continue later, then you can save as a draft, or if you want to submit, you can submit. So once we fill up this question and answers, and the answer for the answers, so the scores and the scores in percentage and the grade, everything will be displayed here. Once once it's submitted, then you can the HR will receive an email notification once the employee is submitted, or the first level is completed. The employer, if it's a two-way appraisal, the employee, they can review the appraisal. Then they can type their own answer. They can type their own answers for the for on behalf of the employee. That means the two-way appraisal, the employee can do the appraisal for them also. Then we can print the appraisal template. So this is the appraisal flow. Thank you.